Stop number 17 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Michigan Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. We're here on this 2-mile D-shaper for the first time this season, as we are right here for the running of the Miller Lite 400. For this race here today, 30 laps distance here, we had a slow fail race at Pocono per se. Well, not really a fail race. I say fail race because it was slower than death. So you can bet I apologize for the slow pace of these cars at Pocono, and you can bet I'll be doing some tweaking and testing for the second visit to Pocono this season. So, shows you what I get. But these cars will be faster at this visit here at Michigan Speedway. Lap speeds of just about 190 miles per hour on this racetrack. So with all that said, let's get to the starting line for today's running of this event. Here today on the pole in the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile, it's Trent Dunham. His first pole, I believe, this season. He'll be flanked by the winner at Rockingham this season, Dylan Young, the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Row 2 is Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, fresh off of a third-place finish at Pocono. He'll be alongside Paul Minnick, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. Row 3 has Andrew Perry, the number 5 Levi Garrett Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 6. He'll be alongside John Arndt in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Row number 4 has number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford of Cole Deaver. He'll be alongside Chris Dodd, the number 8 Snickers Buick, the winner this season at Talladega and of course the Daytona 500. Row 5 is Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She'll be alongside J.T. Bryant, the number 10 Tide Ford. And by the way, qualifying was rained out so the cars are lined up by car number instead of the usual qualifying procedure. Row 6 has Zach Winkle, the number 11 Budweiser Ford, alongside of him the number 12 Ray Bess's Buick of Joshua Sakuli. He'll be alongside. Row number 7 will find Jeremy Johnson, number 14 Copenhagen Oldsmobile. He'll be flanked by Matt Dallio, the number 15 Motorcraft Ford. Row 8 has the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet of Darlington winner Joshua Osborne. He'll be flanked by the Las Vegas winner Dawson Wise, the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet, car number 18. Next row down is Dalton Day, the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside Quentin Moore, the number 21 Citgo Ford. Then it's Sky Commons, number 22 Maxwell House Ford. He'll be alongside the winner at Bristol this season, Charles Sanford, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. Next row down has Daniel Olson, number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by the Quaker State Buick, car number 26. It's Chelsea Bowles alongside. Next row down has the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac Benjamin Miles. He'll be alongside the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford of Johnny Gardner. He'll be alongside. Then it's Zachary Fitzwater, number 29 Hardee's Oldsmobile. He'll be flanked by the winner at North Wilkesboro this season. It's the Pennzoil Pontiac of Ryan George. Next row down has the number 31 GM Goodwrench Service Mom and Pop Chevrolet. It's Dylan Poteet. On the inside, he's a former winner here in Michigan before. Alongside of him will be the number 33 Skull Bandit Chevrolet of John Gilbert. Next row down, 2-time winner this season, Kyle Matthews, number 42 Meliella Pontiac. He will be alongside the number 43 STP Pontiac. Excuse me, it's Joshua Collard. He's alongside. Then it's Seth Cole, number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac for NNSCRA Motorsports, and the winner this season at Riverside is Chris Dollarton, the number 55 Crown Skull Oldsmobile. Next row down is Kev Shearer, the number 57 Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac, 2-time winner this season at Richmond and again at Charlotte. He'll be alongside Nick Johnson, the Trop Arctic Pontiac, car number 66. Then it's Amari Stoudemire Jr., the 68 Country Time Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside... Hold on.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
As we get into the engines, alongside Stoudemire will be the number 70 Rumble Furniture Pontiac of Sed Weinstein. Jonathan Sorlin, the Texas winner, and Atlanta winner Cole Baker has the next row down after that. The next to the last row will be Keith Batson, an 88, and the 94 of Jesse Turner, the winner at Pocono. And starting shotgun, the winner at Dover this season, Levi McIntyre at number 99. Trent Dunham will lead him down in car number 1. A pair of, here, you got veterans in the top 3 spots, Dunham, Young, and Norman. On the front row for today's event, on the first 3 spots for today's event. As they try to tackle this 2-mile D-shaper that is Michigan Speedway as the green flag waves. And we're set for 30 laps of racing in the Miller Lite 400, and we are underway here at Michigan. Trent Dunham jumping out in front into second now. Battling for second is Dylan Young and Michael Norman and Andrew Perry there on the outside of the racetrack in car number 5. Norman goes to the inside lane. John Arndt trying to give him a push in car number 6 with Cole Deaver behind him in the 7 car. And Dunham will lead the first lap of this race here. I think Trent won this race last season. I'm actually really not sure if he won last season or not. I'm have to check back and see. Dylan Young going inside the inside lane for the lead. But Trent has the outside lane to his advantage, and he'll keep the lead. Or much like we saw at Pocono, the outside lane seems to be the lane of choice as to where to run at. John Arndt, car number 6, here getting the draft off the 9 of Jessica Shelton. Paul Minnick following behind there. On board Jessica Shelton's car. And she was almost 4 wide there as her, Arndt, and the 2 of Dylan Young battle it out. And we got trouble. Dylan Pote and Charles Sanford has crashed. And somehow Levi McIntyre got him to straighten up here. McIntyre gets loose a little bit. And the pace car ducks on the racetrack here. It's on lap number 4. And oh gosh, they better slow it down. Oh, and John Arndt and the 11 of Zach Winkle, Dylan Young's crashed. Oh, and now we're into a massive cluster, you know what, here on this racetrack. But Dylan Pote and actually we saw this 06 of John Arndt spin again here. Dylan Pote along with I think it was Charles Sanford spun to cause the first yellow of the day. They got 4 wide there, which we almost saw a situation there with Shelton and a few others. Let's see what happens here. The caution coming on lap number 3 in the race. Sanford thought he was clear of this 27 of Benjamin Miles, and then Benjamin kind of turns Charles a little bit. There's Charles spinning, and Pote, and there's where Charles gets a hit from Turner and then from McIntyre, and McIntyre really was the one that straightened him out. And Levi kind of got loose and just about spins himself as well, coming toward the turn 3 wall. And there they got 4 wide. They're coming to start-finish line. Shelton won that battle for second. And then let's see what happened right here going into turn number 1 as they have already taken the yellow flag. Zach Winkle goes right into Cole Deaver and then gets into John Arndt in the 6 car, sends him in the wall, and Dylan Young takes the wall in the first turn. And somebody actually hit the 11 car. That was Cole Baker. in the 75 that hit him. John Arndt puts her in gear. He actually came across the line in 3rd spot. And then John Arndt, he just somehow got right. He somehow hits the 68 car of Mario Stoudemire Jr. and where all that big cluster crap happened. So, very wild happenings here on in the first few laps here at Michigan. Cars out of the race, Charles Sanford and Jesse Turner. Boy, what a way to come off of your win at Pocono. Then, you're coming off a win at Pocono for Jesse Turner, and then first car out of the race at Michigan. Such as the terrible break he usually gets sometimes. So, with all that said, Trent Dunham has the lead here at Michigan. Jessica Shelton going into 2nd position. 3rd position is John Arndt. 4th position, Paul Minnick. 5th is Cole Deaver. 6th is Jeremy Jones. 7th, Michael Norman. 8th, Matt Dalio. 9th, Andrew Perry. And Chris Dodd running in 10th position with the 21 car of Quentin Moore running in 11th position. Then it's Dalton Day, Sky Commons, Daniel Olson, and Zachary Fitzwater, the top 15. The green flag waves on lap number 8. Trent Dunham leads him down in car number 1. Shelton on the outside for second position, outside trying to go for the lead. But Paul Minnick has that low lane working to his advantage now. But the high line has been the better groove. And that's where Jess excels right there at this point and keeps the number 2 spot. On board Jessica Shelton's car as she follows Trent Dunham for position. This is for the lead. See how fast she goes up into turn number 1 at 195 miles an hour. Into turn number 1, 195 miles an hour. Paul Minnick again dives inside for the for the 2nd spot. Jeremy Jones going in the 4th position in the number 14 car. Bringing the AJ Foyt cars, giving that car a good run. And then 3 wide here, Matt Dalio going inside, and he and Andrew Perry almost touch. And now Cole Deaver, he and Chris Dodd get together. Dalton Day, Daniel Olson's in this mix. And oh my goodness, they were almost 4 wide in the battle for the lead here happening. Shelton and Dunham side by side out of turn number 2. Paul Minnick. Who does he go with? He goes with Dunham in number 1. And Trent keeps the lead, but here and now Minnick's got the high lane work advantage. Now Jeremy Jones gives Shelton a little bit of help. Battle for the lead happening here on lap number 11 of this race. 11 laps in the books, 19 to go. Shelton going for the lead at under time. And she's got it by about a bumper length, and she'll take the lead here at Michigan. Car number 9 out in front. Jessica Shelton yet to get a win this season, but she however is leading the points coming into this race after her solid run at Pocono. Trent Dunham, he came in 2nd, I believe, at the I was trying to think. Trent came in 2nd one race. I'm not sure actually where, but anyway, Trent has been having some solid runs as of late. As now Trent hooks up with Jessica for the number to try to keep the 2nd spot there. Jeremy Jones wants that 2nd spot. Pair of Oldsmobiles battling it out, the 14 and the 1, and throw a 3rd one in there with Dalton Day. Now Stephanie, and I did it again. Chelsea Bowles, I mean, in the 26 car. I almost said, I don't know why I keep saying Stephanie Gardner for the 26 car. Right, because she drove the 26 last year, but last season. But Chelsea Bowles in 26th car to Chelsea who won the All-Star Open at Charlotte. Working her way through the field now. Michael Norman. I was going to say he was going to help Chelsea, but he dives inside in the battle for the lead again. Now Dunham says I've had enough of running second. I want to go for the lead. Jessica says all over my dead body, Trent. And Jess decide the drag race on the backstretch. Jess has a slight advantage by about a half a car going to the third turn now. Trent dives inside, gets the bite in the middle of 3 and 4, and takes the lead. And meanwhile, Dalton Day goes in the third spot, car number 20, and he's won this track before. Three Oldsmobiles and a Ford in the top 4 spots. Michael Norman Chevrolet running in the 5th position, car number 3. Then a battle here between Quentin Moore and Chelsea Bowles, Ford versus Buick. Some great racing happening here. The last lap speed for Trent Dunham. See what the check speeds this time by. Trent at 187.388. Jessica at 187.125. And here comes Shelton for the lead on her time. Trent this time gets the high side working to his advantage, and now Jeremy Jones decided to follow up on the high side lane in the 14 car. And Chelsea Bowles wants to follow through in 26 here, and now Michael Norman and Dalton Day go for it. And where did Joshua Osborne come from in 17? Osborne going for the lead. I mean, not for the lead, actually, but for position, excuse me. And oh no, Osborne going to go 4 wide through 1 and 2. That's a bit of a sketchy move here. And they make it, and they cut it down to 3 wide now. And I was going to say that was a bit of a risky move. They're going to turn number 1 to go 4 wide. I mean, you remember in California we saw 6 wide in turns 1 and 2 with about 3 laps to go, and I still don't know to this day. I still don't know how they kept the handle, because 6 wide is a certain wreck at any track. This track here at Michigan is a sister track to California Speedway, but a bit different characteristics. Battle for the lead again. Dunham versus Shelton. We've seen this all race long so far. And they know they're past halfway through here. 16 laps in the books and 14 to go. Trent looking for his first win of the season. So too is Shelton. So too is Norman. Jones, Dalton Day. Osborne has won the season that came at Darlington. Shelton led the lap the last time by just a smidgen, but here comes Michael Norman to the inside. And here comes Osborne. He wants to go with Norman and Shelton. And Shelton goes back to the front. Well, I tell you what, if they keep this up, this is going to be a great race to the checkered flag. And we may have some new players in this mix here. Zachary Fitzwater goes up the track here. John Gilbert just about touched him and coming out of turn number 4. Oh gosh. And all this at almost 190 miles per hour around this racetrack in Michigan. 3 wide for the lead. Michael Norman, car number 3 to the inside. Dunham clears Shelton, but now he's yet to shake off Norman. And Norman gets the draft off both Joshua Osborne and the 21 of Quentin Moore. Now Norman goes for the lead. And Michael Norman becomes the 3rd leader of the day. Or, I think 3rd leader of the day. Yeah, 3rd leader of the day here at Michigan. And oh my gosh. And there you see how far back Jessica has dropped, though, going just in the first and second turns, so back to about 8th or 9th spot. And now Quentin Moore goes for second place on Trent Dunham. Ten laps to go, and look at this, the eye of the storm here at Michigan Speedway. Poetry in motion at 190 miles per hour. Quentin Moore to the inside. Quentin Moore trying for the second. He just going for the lead, actually. Quentin Moore for the lead. Chelsea Bowles right there behind in 26 car. She's not out of this, and neither's the. And where did the 12 of Joshua Sekuli come from? And all of a sudden, you got 2 Buicks in the top 5 spots. 2 of the 3 Buicks in the field. And Quentin Moore becomes the 4th leader of the day. Now Chelsea Bowles wants to become the 5th leader of the day in the 26 car. And here she comes for the lead. And she's got Sekuli shoving her. And now Dawson Wise gets in on the front of the 18 car. JT Bryant in the 10. Jonathan Zorman in the 11. And oh, bad trouble on the backstretch. One car upside down and barrel rolling Joshua Osborne. Bad crash for Osborne in 17. Osborne barrel rolling down the backstretch. A bad crash on lap number 22. Causing caution number 2 to fly for the day. And I think Chelsea Bowles won respect to start-finish line, but oh goodness, we had a bad crash in turn number on the backstretch as they came out of turn number 2. That involved car number 17, Joshua Osborne, along with Johnny Gardner and Cab Shearer. Osborne was running 15th there, and they were 4 wide. That Shearer and Gardner kind of started. I really don't know who started this. I think Gardner came up on Osborne, I think, and yeah. Gardner and Shearer administers the turnover Osborne operation, and then now Joshua hits the grass. No sooner than Joshua slides on the grass, and that car just does a series of barrel rolls. Oh my goodness. And watch this car just take blow after blow after blow on the roof of the machine. And amazing to me, the car did about a twist and a half to 2 twists in mid-air. And unfortunately for Joshua, he lands on his roof. And that unfortunately spells dark race. Osborne was 15th when all this happened. Let's look at this real time. Unfortunately for Osborne, that of course has knocked him right out of the race in car number 17. So we got the 1 lap signal before we go back to green flag racing it'll be on lap number 27. So we will have 4 laps to go here at Michigan Speedway. And let's reset the running order for you. The top 3 drivers here. Actually, excuse me. Here. 7 of the top 10 drivers have yet to win this season. Chelsea Bowles, she's yet to win. She leads the race. Joshua Sekuli, yet to win a race. This season. He's in 2nd. Quentin Moore, yet to win this season. He's in 3rd. 4th is Dawson Weiss. He's won at Las Vegas. JT Bryant, yet to win. He's in 5th. 6th is Trent Dunham, yet to win the season. Jonathan Zorlin won at Texas. He's in 7th. Michael Norman, yet to win the season. He's in 8th. 9th is Ryan George, won at North Wilkesboro, runs in 9th. Jeremy Jones in 10th. Sky Commons, John Gilbert, Andrew Perry, Chris Dodd, and Daniel Olson, the top 10, or top 15 rather. So up front you got Buick, Ford, Chevrolet, and Ford in the top 5. As the green flag waves for the, as with on lap number 27 in this race after the second caution of the day, Chelsea Bowles. Can she hold them all off for her first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory? We'll know here in about 4 more laps. As out in front comes car number 26. Here comes the 12 car. That's Joshua Sekuli in second position now. Third, battling for third, is Quentin Moore, JT Bryant, and Dawson Wise in the 18 car. And here comes Bryant like a shot out of a cannon in that 10 car. As the 2 Fords engulf the Chevrolet and throw the Oldsmobile in there. Trent Dunham and Michael Norman in another Chevrolet. And here comes Joshua Sekuli for the lead in car number 12. Joshua Sekuli and Chelsea Bowles side by side, a pair of Buicks. Going at it for the lead, maybe for the win. But none of those 2 Fords there of Quentin Moore and JT Bryant has anything to say about that. Bryant's yet to win a season. At this time he won once, that came at Talladega. In season 15 he also won the Pepsi 400 that season. Sekuli to the lead, car 12. Two laps to go here at Michigan. Michael Norman going inside of Trent Dunham. Here comes Norman for position as Bowles drops back. Here they come out of turn number 2. Quentin Moore now out in front. Or actually second position. Joshua Sekuli still out in front. Quentin Moore second. JT Bryant third. Trent Dunham running in 4th. They come down for the white flag. It'll be 1 more lap to go. Does Quentin Moore have anything for Joshua Sekuli? Start finish line, white flag. And here comes Moore and Bryant, 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead. JT Bryant, car number 10 out in the inside. Quentin Moore on the outside. Sekuli is right there. What's Trent Dunham going to do in that 1 car? Moore jumps out in front. Dunham tries to push JT through 3 and 4. Bryant closes up out of the 4th corner they come. Bryant to the inside lane. Here Dunham goes inside of Bryant. Shot. They take their shot short. And Quentin Moore gets his first win of season 16 as they have won the Miller Lite 400. Quentin Moore takes the Morgan Shepherd Wood Brothers Special to victory lane for the first time this season. In what was a heart-stopping finish for sure, these final 4 laps. Just tremendous racing here. JT Bryant comes home second. Third was Trent Dunham. Heartbreaker for Joshua Sekuli. He had led at the white flag. Got engulfed in a 3-wide shootout and finished this in 4th. Michael Norman 5th. Sky Commons, Ryan George, Chelsea Bowles, Andrew Perry. And 10th position will go to Chris Dodd. Average speed of 129.227. Margin of victory 0.75 at the start-finish line. That is great racing here. '11th place will go to Jonathan Zorlin, Zachary Fitzwater 12th, 13th was John Gilbert, Joshua Collard 14th. 15th position will go to Dawson Wise, Jeremy Jones 16th, Dalton Day 17th, Kyle Matthews moving up through the field, finishing 18th, 19th Cole Deaver, 20th was Benjamin Miles, then Matt Dallio 21st, 22nd was Chris Dowerton, Cole Baker 23rd, Jessica Shelton, who led for some in the early part of the race, dropped all the way to 24th. and that's going to put her in danger of losing the points lead. Zed Weinstein, 25th. 26th, Keith Batson. Daniel Olson. Seth Cole, the 28th place finisher. Nick Johnson, 29th. 30th, Paul Minnick. Amari Stoudemire Jr., Dylan Poteet. Kev Shearer. Zach Winkle. Johnny Gardner. Dylan Young. Levi McIntyre, 37th. 38th, John Arndt. He was the last finisher of the day here. And cars out of the race because of crashes. Joshua Osborne, Charles Sanford, and Jesse Turner were the cars out of the race. But our congratulations today to Quentin Moore as he takes home the victory here at Michigan Speedway in the Miller Lite 400. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel here. You never know what you'll find here. Gaming, inter-trustworthy races, anything we desire on this channel. And our next stop on the tour will be at beautiful Sonoma, California for the running of the... Oh, actually I haven't figured out what to call that race, actually. Oh yeah, there'll be the running of the Fuller House 350K. So, be sure to stay tuned for that here. It'll be on the long course at Sonoma, California like we did last season. So, we'll check that out and see. So, until then, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.